Good evening, YouTubers. The new Time Travel Jaime 88. I'm back with another Doctor Who DVD review. Tonight, we're going to look at Doctor Who, The Invasion. Wow, this is a great story. I love it. This is magnificent masterpiece. This 8-part adventure was originally transmitted on November 2nd through December 21st, 1968. And this is Nicholas Courtney's first appearances, well, actually his second appearances. This time, he playing Brigadier Alison Gordon Lethbridge Stewart and a unit. The plot begins. The TARDIS evade a missile fired by a spaceship on the moon, landing the Doctor, Jamie, and Zoe in the late 20th century England. The visual stabilizer has been damaged, rendering the TARDIS invisible, so they trying to find Professor Edward Travers to seek his assistance. They hitch a lift to London, and the lorry drive talks of international electromat, the world's largest electronic manufacturer, but after leaving them, the driver is promptly murdered by 2 guards from IE who had followed him by motorbike. The Doctor discovered that Professor Travers has left for America with his daughter, leaving his London home in care of Isabel Watkins and her scientist, Uncle Professor Watkins, who has been mysteriously disappeared while working for the same company. International Electromatic, the Doctor and Jamie go to IE head office in London to investigate. When the electronic receptionists refuse them entry, they seek out in the back entrance, but they're arrested and taken before IE's managing director, Sinister Tobias Vaughn, who gives a cock and bull story of Professor Watkins being at delicate state of his work and refusing to see anyone. The Doctor is immediately suspicious, noticing that human Vaughn never blinks once during their meeting. As Vaughn pursued the Doctor to lead the damaged circuit for the TARDIS for testing, after they depart, Vaughn reveals an alien machine hidden behind a panel in his office wall, and learns from it that the Doctor has been recognized from Planet 14 and has threatened their plans, who must be destroyed. The Doctor and Jamie are abducted by 2 strangers and taken to a military transport aircraft housing a complete operation room, where they reunite with Colonel Lethbridge Stewart, who is now promoted to the Brigadier, who is in charge of military task force known as UNIT, United Nations Intelligence Task Force. He explained that his investigation, i.e., because wherever people visit the IE office, they are strangely different afterwards. Also revealed that the lorry driver they met as unit operation, and that he has disappeared. Zoe and Isabel go to the IE building and search for Overdue. The Doctor and Jamie they too encountered the computerized receptionist, but Zoe refused to be forbidden off it, as she sabotaged the machine. The alarm which triggers the result of the captive Isabel is to be used as a hostage to force her uncle, who is being captured, as to cooperate with Vaughn. Vaughn chief scientist Gregory studies the TARDIS circuit and realize they are produced of an extraterrestrial civilization. Vaughn thrusts realize the Doctor may have knowledge which Professor Watkins lacks. The Doctor and Jamie discovered that Zoe and Isabel have fallen into Vaughn's hand. They return to the IE, finding Zoe Feberbo among his consignment of a packaging case being loaded onto a train, but they're captured by a security chief, Packer. Vaughn denies kidnapping Zoe and Isabel, and the struggles they meet the train on his arrival at the company's country compound, where they meet Professor Watkins, who showed the Doctor his invention, a cerebral mentor, a teaching device capable of inducing emotional change. Vaughn eavesdropped on the conversation, hoping to learn more about the TARDIS and the Doctor. The Doctors noticed that a deep space communication antenna in the compound. He and Jamie then quickly escape. While Wilson hiding from the guard, Jamie sees a cocoon that appears to be breathing. Meanwhile, Vaughn finds in Packer that he intends to use the celebration mentor control to his yet name to use the TARDIS to get away if the invasion failed. But overhearing Packer's order the guard to take Zoe and Isabel to the 10th floor, the Doctor and Jamie rescue them. The Doctor used a radio transceiver given him by the Brigadier to obtain assistance from the unit, who sends a helicopter to airlift all four of them to freedom. Realize how dangerous unit are to his plan. Vaughn exercised hypnotic control over Major General Rudlin and ordered him to cease unit investigation. The Doctor examines a photograph of UFO over the IE factory and realized that these are bringing a mysterious cocoon to Earth. He, along with Jamie, take a canoe and sneak up in the canal into the IE London warehouse, where they witness a cocoon and seeing the Cybermen emerge. They warn the Brigadier that the Cyber army lies somewhere on Earth, but are too late. Rookwood has already shut down the unit investigation. The Doctor suspects that the Cybermen are hidden in the sewers beneath the cities. Vaughn tests Watkins' machine on awakened Cybermen, driving the aliens insane and escape into the sewers. Vaughn is satisfied he now has a weapon that he used against the Cybermen to maintain control. The Doctor is desperately working on a device block the cyber control signal. Isabel and Zoe ventures into the sewers to prove the Cybermen's presence on Earth, but stumble upon the Cybermen and the unit guard. A unit's attempt to reach and them are killed. They become trapped. The Cybermen is sane until a ready attack on the Cybermen, with unit troops wiped out, surviving the Cybermen who had grenades. But Isabel's photo of the Cybermen in the sewers are worthless. They're much like fake. Wow. Brigadier's ordered to his troops to be filtered with defibrillator on the back of the neck of the Dawn as hundreds of Cybermen emerge from the sewers in London. The Doctor tries to duck down, but he's trying to blow up. But run it down. And Cybermen attack the Doctor. As the Cyber Megatron bomb to destroy all life on Earth, the Doctor persuades Vaughn to his aid of humanity, and they take to helicopter to IE factory to shut off the radio beam so they cannot guide the incoming bomb. As they make towards the transmission, Vaughn meet his end as his former aliens gunned down, but the homing signal is success, shutting off with some help of unit soldiers. With the Megatron bomb destroyed, the Cybermen broadcast hypnotic control signal was forced to come to close. And so the Doctor and Jamie Zoe find the TARDIS and say their goodbyes and head for their next mission. Wow, this is a great story. Let's take a look at the commentary, shall we? The features, DVD extras. We have audio commentary by animation director Stephen Myers and BBC producer Jamie Gross, and audio restoration expert Mark Ares. Plus commentaries by Wendy Padbury, Fraser Hines, Nicholas Courtney, and producer Chris Dalo-John. Flash frame, love off-air, animation trailer, character design, evolution of the dialects, plus a VHS link of the by Nicholas Courtney. Here's the still pictures. Here's Dix 1 and Dix 2. Great episode. But sadly, episode 1 and 4 has been destroyed in the BBC archive. But the team of the animation company, Cosgrove Studios, did a fantastic job recreating episode 1 and 4 with animation and the original TV soundtrack. This is a best episode. Well, that's it from here. And don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. This is the new Time Travel Jaime 88 saying so long.